5 of the NBA Finals. We are underway. Of course, this is an all-important Game 5, as this series is tied at 2, so we are now at a best of 3. Pass out to Kuzma. He whips it over to Valanciunas. And we'll give you the starting lineups in just a moment, as Kuzma now dribbles around, takes the long 3. It's in and out, and Randle gets the rebound. Randle pushes into the front court over to Conley. And Conley now has the green cross, so I'm thinking that Conley is feeling better now. Edwards on the baseline on the jump shot over Coulibaly hits. And that is how we will start Game 5. Bringing the ball into the front court. Lineup for the Wizards. Summerz, our player build, as I get a screen from Kuzma, hang in the air around McDaniels and score. We've got our first basket of the game. Summerz, our player build, Coulibaly, Kuzma, Sarr, and Valanciunas are your 5 for the Wizards. As Conley gives it to Edwards down low. Edwards swings, takes a pump fake in the lane. He got Coulibaly to jump, kicks it out to Conley, who misses the 3. And now Coulibaly gives me the pass. I don't see Gobert, so I immediately drive on Conley and score my second basket, and the Wizards are up 4-2. For the Wolves, it's Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Randle, and Gobert. Edwards takes the free throw line jump shot, misses, and I've got the rebound. Bringing the ball into the front court. Oh, see, just talking about Gobert. He was not able to handle the ball after he got the block. So we will keep possession as Gobert blocked my shot there. I did try to go up left-handed. And the score is 4-2. Wizards and the Timberwolves have split the first 4 games, as I've mentioned. Oh, plenty of room on the screen. Wow. Look at the space on that. I had plenty of room to launch that 3. Ran Conley off of a couple of screens off that sideline, that baseline out of bounds to have plenty of room to shoot the 3. Randle takes the short jump shot over Sarr, hits. And the score is now 7-4 in favor of the Wizards. Remember, these two teams met in our finals last season, and we were able to get a 4-2 victory over the Wolves. Pass from the screen from Sarr. Pass back out to me. I missed the shot, and McDaniels gets the rebound. I got the steal off McDaniels. Kuzma gets the ball. Now to Coulibaly. Down to Sarr, who ran the floor, and Sarr missed the layup. Randle gets the rebound. Missed opportunity there for the Wizards. Conley now drives on Coulibaly. Pump fakes, misses. Good defense by Coulibaly. He whips it up to Sarr. Sarr dribbling. Now hands it off to me. I work against McDaniels. Left hand layup misses. Rebound to Gobert. Up to McDaniels. McDaniels working against Sarr. McDaniels steps back. Oh, now I've ended up on Gobert. Gobert's just going to back me down, I'm sure. Oh, no, he comes across the lane. Yeah, I reached in. He was just going to turn and dunk, so I had to try to do something. As DiVincenzo checks in. And who checked out? I think it was McDaniel. Yes, McDaniels will sit down. For the Wizards, Sarr sits down, and super sub Malcolm Brogdon comes in for the Wizards. Conley misses the 3. Was that a 3? Well, he missed the shot. Edwards now picks me up. Oh, got the pass to Valanciunas, and it was blocked from behind by Gobert. Wait, did Gobert really block that? I don't know. Okay, Valanciunas on the base. DiVincenzo on the baseline misses the shot. Coulibaly. Now over to me. I'm not sure that I don't know if Gobert got that. Let's take a look when we get a chance. All right, Coulibaly hands it off to me. I'll back it out, working against Edwards. We'll go screen and roll with Coulibaly. He rolls, and the one-hand flushes. He got around Conley. And we will take a 9-4 lead here in Game 5. All right, here's the timeout. So let's take a look at that play right now. Oh, okay, I guess Gobert did get the block. All right, whatever. So this series is tied at 2 here in Game 5. Wizards took Game 1, 78-66. The Timberwolves struck back 96-86 in D.C. When the scene shifted the game to Minnesota for Game 3, Wizards pulled out a close one, 91-87. And then in Game 4, just 3 days ago, TWolves even the series again at 84-75, which is a stark difference from on NBA 2K24 when we won the crown. We won the first 3 games of the series, then the TWolves won 2, and we closed it out in Game 6. All right, up top to DiFrancesco, working against Coulibaly. He takes the 3, nails it. Wow. No doubt about that one. And now the score is 9-7. If you're new to the channel, Season Long Baller, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And we play 6-minute quarters here on the channel. All right, coming downhill, kicking it. Oh, wait, no, that's that. I know what that looked like. That was not what I was trying to do. As Conley gets into the paint, now kicks it over to Edwards, and Edwards will flip it up right-handed and score. I know it looks like I was trying to go for the ultimate spectacular dunk in a very important NBA Finals game. I just hit the wrong button. If I had known I was going to do that, then maybe I would have completed it. It looked like there was a little bit of space, right, to do that. All right, coming downhill again. Left hand is good. And I've got my 8th and 9th points of the first quarter. And I've scored 9 of the Wizards' first 11, as we've got a minute exactly to go here in the first quarter. I'm out on Edwards. Coulibaly on DiFrancesco. Conley is being guarded by Brogdon. Conley takes the shot around the free throw line, misses it. Conley tries to hold me up in the backcourt. I'll keep running. And I'll get into the lane and draw the foul on Randall. So I'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Right now I've got a trio of rebounds, a single assist, and 9 points. As you know, I always shut up on free throws as Alexander Walker, McDaniels, and Naz Reid check into the game for the Timberwolves. 2nd of 2. It's good. And I'm up to 11 points. Wizards have a 4-point lead. Alexander Walker brings the ball into the front court. Now over to Reid. Reid against Holmes, who was checked in the game. Remember, Bagley the third. Oh, good cut by DiFrancesco on the pass from Reid, but he was really far under the basket. He missed. Kispert gets the rebound, who was checked in for the Wizards. Now over to me. DiFrancesco is guarding me. You got Ingles on Holmes. And we'll go screen and roll with Holmes. We might be able to get a lob opportunity here, and no, we'll go with the flush. Holmes didn't roll, but I'll get the flush, hang around in the nation's capital, and it's a 6-point lead for the Wizards. DiFrancesco comes straight up the floor. And you see I chased him down to stop him from launching a 3. Waning moments of the first quarter. Here comes DiFrancesco. Oh, I messed up and gave him the baseline there. And that is how the first quarter ends, with me making a defensive mistake. The Wizards have a 15-11 lead as we head into the second quarter. Well, we don't have to see that Gobert block anymore. I've had a pretty good first quarter, and the Wizards have the lead. And again, Game 6 is in Minnesota, so we definitely want to win this one. We do not want to go back to Minnesota with them having an opportunity to close it out at home. And Game 6 will be on Wednesday. So I hope you're able to check that one out. And what do you think of the real NBA playoffs? What did you think? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. So last year, as I mentioned, it was a 4-2 series win for the Wizards. And that is true. We're trying to go for a three-peat basically here, as it looks like I have checked out of the game. When our player build Jaymont Summerz is out of the game, we're out of the game. So let's see. We're back in, and the Wizards are holding on to a 2-point lead. So the bench unit lost, what, four points off of the lead? Brogdon back up top to me. Alexander Walker is guarding me. Let's see. Let's go screen. Let's go pick and pop with Kispert. Coming downhill, pass to Kispert. Kispert back over to Brogdon. Now Brogdon gives it back to Kispert, and he hits the 3. Wait, the dimer came up. Was that? Oh, Gobert got inside of Valanciunas. Good pass to him, and Valanciunas will pick up the foul. And Gobert will go to the line and shoot a pair with 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. If you're new to the channel, Season Long Baller, we play the entire 82-game schedule of the Washington Wizards through our player build, Jaymont Summerz. So when we won the title on NBA 2K23, and the title on NBA 2K24. I mean, we went through it. We played the entire 82-game schedule, 6-minute quarters granted, and the entire playoffs. And we generally mirror as Gobert misses the second. Valanciunas gets the rebound. He passes to Bey. Bey brings it up down the left sideline. DiFrancesco, I keep doing that. DiFrancesco is guarding him. Now Brogdon against Edwards. He forces up a left-hand shot, missed by Gobert. And Alexander Walker brings it up. Edwards goes behind the back on me, goes up, and yeah, all I could do was get out the way of that. Edwards has had a few nasty dunks against us, and I'm sure that's not the last one. Edwards is guarding me. Well, let's go pick and pop with Kispert again, because Kispert did hit a minute ago. Pass to Kispert. He's just a little too deep, I guess, to want to shoot that. Bey sets him a screen. Now Kispert takes the three and misses. Rebound Reed. He gives it to Alexander Walker. Walker drives on Brogdon. The right-hand scoop high off the glass is good. And we are tied at 27 here with just about 3.5 gone by in the second quarter. All right, we'll go pick and pop with Bey now. Back out to Bey. He'll take the three. He's got it. Bey was shooting pretty well earlier in the playoffs, so good to see him hit that one. Now over to Edwards. To Gobert. Ooh, Edwards was running through the lane there. I thought they were going to get the ball to him. Gobert back to Alexander Walker. He pump fakes. Now here comes Naz Reid to set the screen. Alexander Walker steps into a three, moving to his left. He misses. And I've got my fourth rebound. Edwards picks me up. I'm coming downhill. Left-hand flip is good in the paint. And the Wizards, just like that, are back up by 5 on back-to-back baskets by Bey, a three-pointer, and my shot in the lane. Edwards brings the ball into the front court. Minute 40 to go here in the second quarter. Again, all-important game 5. Edwards to Naz Reid. Reid with that signature jumper misses the three, but Gobert taps it to himself, gets the rebound. Edwards steps into a free throw jump shot and hits. That causes Brian Keefe to call the timeout, and the lead is 3 for the Wizards with a minute 27 to go before the half. Now, as I was saying, we generally mirror the actual Washington Wizards schedule when possible, which is generally most of the season. There are exceptions, like when we do a live stream, or if the Wizards have a weather condition or something like that, which has happened on NBA 2K23, an opponent did. And, of course, the playoffs, because the Wizards have not made the playoffs since we started the channel. I know, that's a bad thing to say, isn't it? They're not the only ones, but still. Step back by me. Nice! Oh, yeah. That looked professional. I hit the step back. Lead is now 5 for the Wizards as Randall takes the three. And, man, that was another shot from a Timberwolf that had no doubt. As soon as it left his hand, that was in. That cuts the lead to 2 and cuts my celebration on my step back away from happening anymore. Back to reality. I come into the drive, left hand over Randall. Again, hitting the wrong button as I missed that one. Now Edwards drives on Valanciunas. I come over to help. Myself and Valanciunas were going for the block. Edwards got it high up off the glass. That gave Gobert a clean lane to the hoop, and he puts the putback dunk home. It's a 34-34 tie here in Game 5. Coming downhill, I am fouled by Conley. Hey, can we get a flagrant on that? I mean, we've had some pretty violent fouls for this game from Conley on me driving, right? All right, I rattle the first free throw home, give us a 1-point lead with 29.4 to go here in the second. Oh! Whew, okay, didn't release that one well, but it dropped, and the lead is 2. Conley brings the ball into the front court. Over to Randall. Just a moment ago, hit the three. Randall with a push shot over Sarr. Sarr definitely affected that. Randall missed it. Sarr brings it into the front court. Over to me. I had a notion, but I do not go on Conley here. Let's hold for the last shot. Now driving. And tried to hold it in the air to get around Gobert, but he gets the block up to Edwards, and his shot at the buzzer misses. The long three misses, so that means we will go in at the half with a 36-34 lead. We'll see you in the second quarter, in the third quarter. Game 5, NBA Finals. This is Season Long Baller. All right, we are back underway. Game 5, second half beginning. Edwards bringing the ball into the front court. Both teams going with their starting lineups. For the Wizards, our player build, Jaymont Summerz. And then you've got Coulibaly and Sarr. As I told you, that wouldn't be his last spectacular dunk. As Edwards goes to the left off the baseline and dunks over Coulibaly there. I'll get into the paint and return the favor. My two-hand dunk is good, and we're back to a 2-point lead for the Wizards. Summerz, Coulibaly, and Sarr, along with Kuzma and Valanciunas, are your 5. And I was going to say the Wizards' last 2 lottery picks are Sarr and Coulibaly. Randall misses the 3, as you've got Conley, Edwards, Randall, as I go back-to-back with dunks right down Main Street. Or should I say Pennsylvania Avenue. And the Wizards are up by 4. So Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, and Gobert, your 5 for the Timberwolves. Randall now comes off of a screen, misses the 3. I've got the rebound. I'll come downhill, working against Conley. Let's go screen and fade with with Sarr. My left-hand layup is good, and just like that, I've scored 6 quick points out the box. A couple of dunks and a layup, and the lead is now 6 for the Wizards. Over to Gobert. Gobert now drives on Valanciunas, misses the shot by Randall. Up to Sarr. Sarr kicks it back to me. I will drive. Another left-hand layup is good. 8 straight points for me. And that gives it an 8-point lead for the Wizards. Working on a big third quarter right now at this rate. And we have had some of those here in this playoffs. Conley drives, pass was hit by Valanciunas, and I get the interception over to Kuzma in the corner. Back to me. Yeah, I had a notion. But right now, driving to the hole is working. Let's go screen and roll with Kuzma. Kuzma sets the pick, pass to Kuzma. His left hand is good. 10 straight points by the Wizards. I'm responsible for all 10. And now with 3:34 to go, Chris Finch wants to talk about it. And a fast start by the Wizards here in the second half of Game 5. Hopefully, we can keep this lead. I've probably jinxed it by saying that, but hopefully we can keep this lead. Again, Game 6 will be on Wednesday in Minnesota, so this is very important. As I mentioned, wait, you couldn't even put Edwards up there for the picture? So again, this is very important. Remember, it's a best of 3 now, and I know the graphic at the half said if necessary for Game 7, but I don't want to see a Game 7, even though it will be here in D.C. Very successful season for the Wizards. Finished 73-9, tying the all-time mark, and broke the record for consecutive wins. Check out our playlist in the description below. Held by the 71-72 Lakers, where they won 33 in a row as Edwards hits the straight-on free throw area jump shot around the key, top of the key. But we won 38 in a row. The record was 33 by the LA Lakers. As I come downhill off the screen from Kuzma, pass back to Kuzma. As the Timberwolves reacted on defense that time. Sarr now gives it to me up top. Under 10 on the shot clock. Now I'll drive again. And a flush from me before Randall was able to arrive. And the lead is back to 10. All right, Edwards back to Conley. Now over to Edwards. Wow, clean look for McDaniels. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to miss that. Do I get to rock the cradle on one of these dunks? I think I should. All right, coming downhill against Conley. Let's go screen and roll again. That has been working here in the third quarter with Kuzma this time. Now, left hand is good. And drew the foul on Conley. That's his second. I was thinking about throwing that back to Kuzma. As you see, he's open there, but I had a lane. And we'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. And right now, the third quarter is all about me. Free throw rattles home. Lead is back to 10. And it has been not as spectacular as that Knicks game one, but it has been a thorough third quarter for the Wizards and Jaymont Summerz. Randall working against Kuzma, gets around Kuzma, throws a little pump fake there on that side of the glass, misses it. Brogdon up to Kuzma, working against Ingles. Randall's on me. Let's see. Driving against Randall, and Ingles picks up the foul on the reach-in. And that's probably, Naz Reid is checking in for Gobert. Looks like I'm checking out, and I am. Let's see what we get for the fourth quarter. 5-point Wizards lead with 4:24 to go. So I guess that lead was approximately cut in half. As you see, Holmes has checked in for the Wizards. Alexander Walker on me. 4:20 to go here in the fourth, game 5. Pick and roll with Brogdon. Left hand is too hard. Rebounded by Reid. Alexander Walker with the ball on the pass from Reid. Now over to Edwards. Summerz, Poole, Bey, Holmes, and Brogdon are your 5. Holmes gets the rebound. Up to Bey. Bey. Now, Bey got into a crowd there. Now Brogdon comes all the way across the paint against DiFrancesco, but he gets his own miss. Holmes takes the 3 in the corner. What? Okay, I don't think that was a good idea. As Holmes, as you see, was 1 out of 4. And now Edwards decides to take flight with a pretty similar dunk to what I did in the third quarter. So that turned out pretty bad. And that cuts the lead to 3. I'm not sure why Holmes took that baseline 3. Regardless, Edwards' dunk cuts it to 3. And with over 2.5 gone by here in the fourth, pass back out to Brogdon. Brogdon back to me in the paint against Alexander Walker. Now, under 10 on the shot clock, trying to break down Walker. Pass over to Holmes, now to Bey. Bey pump fakes, takes the 3 fading and hits. Well, takes the 2. No, that was a 3. No, that was a 2. Either way, I'm surprised he hit that. And it's a 5-point lead for the Wizards as DiFrancesco calls timeout. 2:54 to go here in the fourth. And we are about to find out who is going back to Minnesota with a 3-2 series lead. I will note that I have not played a Game 7 yet in the Jaymont Summerz season-long baller era, just as a note. Probably have jinxed it now, but oh well. Gobert over to Randall. Randall, full of confidence, launches that 3 and nails it. Cuts the lead to 2. And Randall didn't hesitate at all on that. All right, driving against Conley. Oh, there's Gobert. That was not the layup to do with Gobert coming over. Now, Randall driving against Coulibaly. Now swings around, right hand off the glass is good. And we are tied at 69 as Randall has scored 5 straight points. All right, I'll back out against Conley. Both teams with their starting lineups. 2:15, 2:13, and counting to go. Screen from Kuzma. Kuzma's left-hand layup is good on the roll. And the Wizards go back up by 2. Good shot there to good pass to Kuzma. Good shot by Kuzma. And now we're at exactly 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Wizards holding on to a 2-point lead by virtue of the Kuzma basket. Now Gobert had the notion to drive, kicks it over to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Edwards back to Gobert up top. Gobert's not shooting that. Now Conley comes over. McDaniels comes over and misses the 3. I've got the rebound. My 6th of the game. I'll drive against Conley. Gobert is there, but now get around Gobert and Conley. Gobert wasn't paying attention to me. A little surprise there. Left hand layup high off the glass is good. Wizards now have a 4-point lead. I'm up to 34. Half dozen rebounds and 4 assists. Edwards working up top against Coulibaly. Now Edwards takes the short jumper, misses. Good rebound by Valanciunas as he boxed out Gobert. I was trying to get a pass there from Sarr, but Conley covered me well. Now I'll back out against Conley. Now here comes the drive. Step back. Oh, did not hit that one. That would have been great. You thought I was excited about that other one earlier. Rebound to the Timberwolves. Oh, I left Conley room, but he passes it over to Edwards. I recovered in time. Edwards now drives, comes downhill, and oh, Oh, that was nasty. I had all the dunks in the third quarter. Edwards got them all here in the fourth. I'm coming downhill. Gobert came over, but I was able to squeeze it past Gobert. Lead is back to 4. Wizards are in the bonus. 44 seconds and counting here in the fourth quarter. Edwards driving against Coulibaly. He takes the step back, and it rattles in. 2-point lead for the Wizards. 36.1 to go. Right now, it looks like a duel between Summerz and Edwards. All right, working up top against Conley. Let's work a little bit of clock here. About a 12-second difference. Now coming downhill on the screen from Kuzma. Left hand is good. Gobert could not get to that one. Timberwolves take the timeout. They have none left with 24.5 seconds to go. Wizards with a 4-point lead. And let's see what the Timberwolves draw up. Edwards has been able to hit threes. Randall's hit threes. McDaniel has hit threes. So this game is not over by any means. We'll see if they even decide to do a three. All right, pass into Conley in the corner. Over to Randall. Randall hands it off to Edwards. They're taking time. Edwards drives. Coulibaly in position. Edwards misses. That was good defense by Coulibaly that time. Edwards has got a few dunks on him, but that was good defense that time by Coulibaly. 4-point lead, 12.3 to go. And you know what I'm going to say. Coulibaly always hits 1 out of 2. Good thing we have a 4-point lead. Let's see if he does it this time. Will Coulibaly hit 2 of these? Or will the worst case scenario happen? He missed both. Let's see. It's just funny now. He's not a 50% free throw shooter. 2nd to 2. He rattles it home. Wizards up by 5. 12.3 to go. He's not a 50% free throw shooter. Why does he constantly go 1 out of 2? All right. Conley over to McDaniels. McDaniels pumps a few times. Now fades for the long 3. He misses. Rebound Sarr. He hands it off to me. And that is how Game 5 will end. We will see you on Wednesday for the all-important Game 6 in Minnesota with the Wizards holding a 3-2 series lead. Wow, that was a close one. And again, Coulibaly goes 1 out of 2 at the end. If you like what we do on the channel, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. And hit that notification bell as well. And that is also appreciated. Please go ahead and give us that subscribe because it is much appreciated. I got the player of the game there. All right, so resetting things. Wizards hold home serve this time. Game 6 will be Wednesday in Minnesota. That's it for Season Long Baller. Much love. See you for Game 6. Peace.